Luke. Betray your customers, you must. Insult audience, yes. This is the way of the woke.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Benny. A psychiatrist will tell you that the number one sign that you are in a bad mental state is self-loathing, self-harm, self-hatred. And it is why we say the woke hate themselves and are mentally ill, because they just hate the things that make their brands work. If it's Star Wars, they hate the actual fandom menace. If it's Star Trek or if it's Lord of the Rings, Amazon, they actually hate the lore. And if it's beer companies run by woke-toids from not the working class, well, they definitely hate their paying customer as well. And that's proven here inside of this demographics of beer study. This demographics of beer study shows the demographics of beer inside of America, and what you can see here is that Miller Lite, 60+% of its drinkers are male, between the ages of approximately 25 and 54. That is the mass of people who drink Miller Lite, drink it. They are dudes, and they are drinking it while they're young and fratty and want a cold beer after maybe a long day's work. That is the demographic makeup of the Miller Lite drinker. So why is it exactly that Miller Lite chose this woman to be in charge of all of its marketing? Same problem with Bud Light. Why is it that you choose people who are not part of your key demographic, that is your key customer base, that you must keep happy in order to have a brand that is solvent? Why is it that you hire people who hate you and hate your paying customer? I don't get it. Miller Lite's chief of marketing has spent years flopping from one liberal cause to another. This according to the Daily Caller. Sophia Colucci, the chief marketing officer from Molson Coors, which owns Miller Lite, has in past supported liberal causes such as gun control, protests for George Floyd, illegal immigration, and COVID-19 vaccines, social media posts reviewed by the Daily Caller found. Miller Lite released an ad on March 7th titled Good S to Bad S, which goes after the beer industry for its supposed sexism against women. The ad has drawn recent criticism after Bud Light's promotion of TikTok star Dylan Mulvaney showed off a beer can with the influencer's face on it. It also released a rainbow that states celebrate everyone's identity. With different pronouns. Colucci has deleted many of her posts. However, the caller took screenshots, and here they are. Here is Miller Lite's head of marketing raising funds for illegal immigrants. There you go. She was part of a $25 million raise. I'm sure none of this money actually went to help illegal immigrants. Here she is promoting the vaccine. Here she is promoting gun control after the Las Vegas massacre. Still have no idea why or who or what caused all of this, the deadliest mass shooting in American history. No idea. No, we know nothing about the shooter. Sophia Colucci, though, wants to make sure that we ban guns because of it. Because there's your perfect psyop application there. The Pope and other Catholic leaders stressing the importance of the vaccine, such strong, blah blah blah. Well done. More vaccine advocacy. Miller Lite proud to launch an Almost Miller Time Vax T-shirt. Very good. Okay, vaccine T-shirts for Miller Lite. Look at this. Look at this obvious Photoshop here. Really, Miller Lite? Your brand worth hundreds of millions of dollars, and this is the best you can come up with? Amazing reminder of what a true leader does. Here's a video of John McCain groveling to Barack Obama after losing. Oh, the Blackout Square. Blackout Tuesday. Classic Blackout Square. If only we had this leadership right now, gushing about Barack Obama. And so on, and so on, and so on. And so, ladies and gentlemen, the rules of wokeness, they continue to apply, of course, to the beer industry. Always, always, always attack your opponents for doing the things that you yourself actually are doing. So this is the Miller Lite ad here. No, thank you, YouTube. Here's the Miller Lite ad here talking about how embarrassed they are that they used women in bikinis in order to sell beer, that they posted photos of women in bikinis on the internet and in ads. They apologize for it. They use a deeply unfunny pseudo-comedian fraud named Lana Glazer, who posts plenty of photos of herself essentially naked in order to sell her causes, but they somehow hold her up as the paragon of women empowerment.
In bikinis. Wow.
Oh, they put them in bikinis.
Look at this wild.
Wild. It's wild. It's wild. Wow. What's interesting is not only has this gotten nearly 30,000 dislikes, is like brewing to be one of the worst ratios in YouTube history, but also Sophia Colucci, in her now deleted social media, because you can't find any of them at all anymore, and her now total and complete deleted social media accounts, Sophia Colucci here, who is never photographed holding any Miller products, never ever photographed holding a Miller Lite beer, only ever holding overflowing glasses of Sauvignon Blanc, in her Facebook posts, she posts photos of the naked cowboy, a buff man wearing virtually nothing, in his underwear. And she says, "Who am I kidding? This is my future husband, yeehaw." Wait a second. It sounds like Sophia Colucci is sexualizing this man right here. Uh-oh, Sophia. Here's more photos of her with overflowing goblets of wine and not, of course, the product. Here are photos of women in bikinis that she's posted on her social media, along with photos of her friend. This comes directly from Sophia Colucci's Facebook account. This is public. This information was all public. Where her friends are diddling a cowboy in his naughty area. Uh-oh, I thought we weren't supposed to do that kind of stuff. The entire internet is filled with muling, lavishing profiles of the women who run the Miller Lite brand and how inclusive and diverse and equitable they want to be. But the interesting thing is that all of these women who promote these ads and promote this kind of trash on the backbone of the individuals who actually buy Miller Lite, who don't support any of this garbage, they now demand that Miller Lite apologize to women for using bikinis to sell beer in their own advertisements, that you feel bad for ever liking those advertisements or looking at those advertisements, but they themselves can't stand up to even the most remote little minute criticism. Sophia Colucci has nuked her Facebook account. She's nuked her LinkedIn page. She's nuked her Instagram page. All of these screenshots were taken by the Daily Caller in this article right here. So they'll scorn and shame and condescend you, but when given the slightest pushback by you and by people who think that this is all trash, well, they go ahead and delete all of their accounts. Got it? So you should feel bad for ever looking at a Miller Lite ad that they created so that they can feel good and virtuous now, using somebody who literally poses naked in order to sell her product, which is the Democrat Party, which is the total and complete reason why Lana Glazer even has a career, because she is, of course, used by the Satanists that run the Democrat Party in order to promote communism. If you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. If you're going to sit there and you're going to be so proud of your little advertisement and humiliate and denigrate the women who posed in bikinis for your brand back in the day that you paid, ads that you made, and trying to make us feel bad for the ads you made, well, then maybe you should stand by your work. Maybe you shouldn't delete your accounts. If you're in favor of women empowerment and standing up and being a bad bee, well, then maybe you should be able to withstand a little bit of the criticism. Interesting that. Ladies and gentlemen, these people are frauds. They do not deserve your business. You should not be buying Miller Lite. You should not be buying Bud Light. And you should demand better, actually, of our brands. Too many of these brands are in a identity crisis because they don't make good beer. They actually make bad beer. And so they're losing market share. And so they think this is the way to do it. This is not the way to do it. Hiring Lana Glazer is not the way to do it. But they'll learn. Y'all gonna learn today. Like, share, and subscribe. It's your boy Benny. Don't be a virtue signaling fraud. See ya.